I was scrolling through my timeline on Twitter and I said, I have to do a video commentary about this. It's only a few select times when I decide to do a commentary based on stuff that I see on Twitter. And this thread right here, I don't know whether this person, well, I can tell this person definitely is a 45 supporter because I'm looking at the side and it has their bio right there where it says proud conservative wife, mother, love my country and Trump, love and support our hashtag vets. That's probably a lie. It says hashtag 2A, hashtag KAG. I have no idea what that means, but something tells me it sounds negative. And hashtag Trump 2020. So as you can see, that's me right there. It says, I think I'm gonna have to do a commentary on this thread alone. And this person said, only in America can an ethnic group have Black Awareness Month. I'm guessing that's Black History Month. A Black holiday, whatever that is. Black only colleges, which could not be further from the truth. Just because it's called an HBCU does not mean it's black only. I'm already debunking the stuff already, and I haven't even clicked on the thing yet, so y'all can see the thread of the ridiculous comments. And I mean, it was a bunch of them. I think I read like through 10 of them and decided that I had to make a video about this because this is why I say y'all got to get on Twitter, because this is why I can pull a lot of the stuff that I talk about in my videos on Twitter. When it comes to stuff like this, black only colleges and still feel we have a race problem. And it was posted on September the 8th, 2020. Let's click on this, see what they talking about. Over 3,100 retweets, 179 quotes, and 6,300 plus likes. Okay, let's start scrolling. This person right here says, don't forget affirmative action, which in my opinion is extremely racist. I personally think college acceptance should be equal and based on intelligence and merit, not on skin color. Meanwhile, white women, like the person who posted the tweet that led to this response, and I'm guessing it was a white woman who posted this because her name is Tracy Browning, and you know, white women benefited the most from affirmative action. And that's been proven over and over and over again. Listen, this is only the beginning of the butthurt that you're going to see in this thread. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire thread because you can just tell by the amount of retweets and quote tweets and likes that this thread is pretty lengthy. Now, there are some black people in here who did respond to this, but they were really rebutting what the people were saying. So this one says, so why not go and tell that to white women who are the greatest beneficiaries of affirmative action? That's not an opinion. That is a fact. This person came and said, there are no black only colleges. I really wish y'all would stop saying this. And especially because many black colleges, as this person is alluding to, is funded heavily by a lot of white people, quiet as it's kept, whether they are publicly known or silent. This person right here, Jeff, said that the pulling down of statues, the looting of stores, taking what you want for free and not being stopped, that's how they wanted 365 days a year. You want to know what's so crazy? Everything that he said in that statement can be thrown onto them current day and historically. How many, they're not going to talk about that white guy that burned down that entire precinct in Minnesota after what happened with George Floyd. I feel like to this day, I'm the only one that talked about him. I feel that in my spirit, that I feel like I'm the only one that talked about him. And this person came back and was being sarcastic and said, yep, we sure do. We want it all. Free, free, free. Gimme, gimme, gimme. 365 days a year. You got it right. If I want something, I drive to the store and loot it. And on my way, I'll pull down a statue or two. Any other black folks want to join in? We all think alike anyway. Now, this person was just being sarcastic. Here it is right here. Don't forget their own TV network, BET. If there was a WET, all hell would break loose. I have not heard that talking point in so long. News flash palm colored. BET, while it says Black Entertainment Television, has been owned by Viacom for the last 20 years, which is PCJ owned. Y'all can figure out what J means when I say that. It shouldn't be hard for you to figure out. But they say WET. Every network might as well be counted as WET, to be quite honest. All of them. Whether it's a cable network, a streaming service, a regular television networks, what have you, might as well fall under that WET. Now listen to this person here. I'm a black man. I doubt it. Because listen, if you was black, you wouldn't have to announce that you're black. But anyway, I'll entertain it for this video. I'm a black man, and I can say the pandering to black folks is getting outrageous. I was raised on hard work and education, so this pandering is weird. Made me look into Trump more. Actually, I'm glad I did. I highly doubt this person is black just by that post that they made. But let's just hypothetically say that they are. Shut the fuck up. Moving on. Not to mention segregate themselves in cities all over the globe. You never see a white-only area or a white-only ad for roommate or tenant ever. Not today. Maybe not in droves today. You don't see it, but at one point you did, and it was actually completely legal. They were called Jim Crow laws. What's his name? David, aka Wyatt. Let's see. Don't forget also they have now placed a black person in every commercial on television, even though they represent only 13% of the population. Well, look at that. We represent so-called 13% of the population, but they're upset because we are in seemingly this Tracy on Fire 2020. In her eyes, we are in every commercial. So in other words, they don't want us to be seen. You hear that? That's basically what she's saying. How dare they put them niggers on TV? Is what she's saying. But what she's really upset is there's black people in almost every commercial with a white person. Now that we've been picked up on. But you know what's so crazy? Tracy on Fire 2020, instead of being so mad that black people are in all these commercials, why don't you be upset at the people that, put them in the commercials, but you ain't going to do that. We know you're not going to do that. Let's go on. Now this one right here was interesting because I'm looking at this person's picture, this D. Marie. She looks ethnically ambiguous, but she couldn't pass. And look at what she said. Now she's coming back with the BET. Don't forget BET, Black Entertainment Television. Can you imagine if we had WET, White Entertainment Television, and put a bunch of crying, laughing emojis? Like, have you seen yourself? Look in the mirror with your self-hating ass. Okay, this person's the replies here totally disprove your point. There's a bunch of racist people in the thread. It says you forget to mention a 2-term black president. Oh my God. Listen. Every talking point that they have come with, I've heard. That's how you know they don't go off script. They can't come up with nothing new. And 2 of the talking points we saw here twice. One from a palm-colored person and one from a confused chick. A 2-term president who did more for everyone else other than black people. Utah Heather. Some just take and take will never be satisfied, in my opinion. Are you projecting? I swear they're projecting what they've been known to do on us. Let's continue. Okay, this is a black person here. They say, you do know why all of those things are a thing, right? When you don't feel included, appreciated, you start your own stuff. It wasn't meant to feel superior. Also, black history is necessary because the 3 pages they put in history books leave a lot of stuff out. True. And look at this. And have their own black Ebony magazine, which is not even black owned, but okay. Well, if it is black owned, it's really turned into a mammy. It's turned into a mammy rag. I hate to say it, but I am done with looking the other way and allowing white people to be pushed aside and treated like criminals. Oh, really? Treated like criminals, eh? And I am not white. It is obvious by now that the more you allow, the more they want. See, these people that keep saying that they're not white, they're white. Or they are white aligned. Let's continue. There it is again. Oops, you forget their own TV station, BET. The 3rd time they've mentioned that. Listen to this. And they are only 13% of the population. What the hell? That's the 2nd time. Remember the person mentioned about the commercials and how we're only 13% allegedly of the population, but we're in all these commercials and all these TV shows and everything like that. I'm telling you. I'm enjoying this. I'm not even getting upset. This is entertainment to me. This is comedy. This should be stand-up. But I'm doing this because I want people who aren't on this platform on Twitter to see how a lot of these individuals talk. And they talk behind a screen, and notice that most of them don't even use their real picture. Let's see. This person, Lisa K 11111. It should have been Lisa KKK 666. It will never be enough. Thankful a lot of people seem to be waking up. Oh my God. Hiring quotas by federal law and soon to be preferred black parking spots all around town. No tickets, no charge, no police. You know what's so crazy? If a black person was really in charge of this stuff, they would take a look at this thread right here and they would get the ideas and literally do what these people are projecting out there to make them upset. If I was like a wizard, I would just use my magical mystical powers and do what they wish to see, or what they're projecting in these comment sections to make them even more mad. Let's see here. Doesn't make any sense. But if white people go and do the same thing, then it's racist. Everyone is American people. What? And we all have equal opportunities here. But then you got those entitlement generation that thinks they are old for being born. This person can't even type. Black entertainment the fourth time, y'all. The fourth time. I'm keeping a tally. The fourth time BET is mentioned. A network that has not been black owned since 2000. Like, my goodness. And don't forget a 2-term black president. That's the second time someone said that. Black history contributions are not taught in American history outside of slavery. Juneteenth celebrates freedom from slavery. Historically, black colleges were created because we weren't allowed in white ones. And by the way, they aren't black only. Exactly. And a 2-term black president, third time they mention this. You know, I might just go through most of this thread. Honestly, Black Miss America. Yes, we've had a Black Miss America, and guess what pageant she competed in? Krebs Dana, the Miss America pageant, you goofy bitch. Was the title you were looking for the Miss Black America pageant? Learn how to type. Why do black people need their own things? I'm enjoying this. Have you noticed that a lot of these Dem-run cities that are having the biggest problems have black mayors and black police chiefs? Tell me again how they're oppressed. I'm sick of lies. Have you noticed Shim PFFJ? Have you noticed how a lot of these red states are overran and by drugs and homelessness and poverty? You know, the same places where a lot of these vets are that have no place to go that y'all claim to love so much. Why is that? Let's get this one. Oh, let's not forget affirmative action. That's the second time they mentioned this. Along with the diversity index that is being used in colleges. Life is not a golf game where selected individuals play with a handicap. You cannot solve racism with more racism, and it will end when all people are treated the same. This person responded, said, how do you solve it if white people got a head start through slavery and Jim Crow? What is the solution to putting us on an equal footing, even though you got a head start? Now, this person got a reply. I'm not even going to look at it because the person they replied to probably came back with some nonsense. They said the reason why these things exist is because we have a race problem. Exactly. But they don't want to admit to that because they keep saying, oh, it's nothing more than white guilt. Okay, let's continue. As long as they need these to feel equal, we do have a race problem. And when they still are satisfied, they are the problem. Still aren't satisfied. You said hate typing. I bet if I type like you, I probably would hate it too. Don't forget black only dating apps in their own television station. That is the 5th time they've mentioned BET. And it's oh my God. And last I checked, a station and a network were 2 different things, but I guess. Exactly like this person said, what television station? Exactly, because a network and a station are 2 different things, G-Dub. And he said black only dating apps. How many dating apps did they have before they came out with a so-called black dating app? And if they make it seem like the dating app is only exclusive to just black people using it, and I'm sure that white people probably use it as well. They just market to black people. It doesn't mean only black people are using it. Just like with the HBCUs, not only black people are going there. I would know. I went to an HBCU for 4 years and I saw multiple people there who weren't just black. Of course, they were in the minority, but it wasn't just black people there. I'm talking about from my freshman year all the way to the day I graduated. And it wasn't just white people who was there either. You had some Latinos and sprinkled other people in there as well. Okay, look at this one. Rebecca said, amen. Each month should have a designated history. Let's be fair. It's funny. They only complain about Black History Month, but I think the Native Americans have a month. I think the Hispanics have a month. White people, out of 3 months, y'all have every other month. Let's see. Don't use token Negroes in their institutions. White people funded them as a means to say we're doing better than what slavery. White people wealth in America today was built on slavery. Okay. Oh, here's one. And the NAACP for job security and college admissions. I want anybody out there to explain to me, if you went for a job offering and to get into college, did the NAACP help you with any of those things? Because they didn't help me with mine. I did not get a scholarship from the NAACP. I did not get any type of job security from them either. See, this Davis household 4 is talking out of her ass. I should say her back. This is only 8 years as president. The same blacks that are successful are the same blacks telling other blacks they can't possibly do what they themselves have done. Don't even try. White people won't let you. It's preposterous. My goodness. It says anything you see pandering to black people as a result of exclusion and the initial continued racism on behalf of whites. You want to take your problem up with someone, then go to your closest nursing home and tell it to the oldest white people you can find. Oh, look at this. Don't forget dating site. And they put site as in you watching, So that's the second time for a dating site, but dating app. Black TV channels, that is the 6th time they have mentioned it. They might as well just say that BET. Black Student Unions and BLM. You know what's so funny? They claim to hate BLM so much, but they managed to mention it right here. Okay, this says beware of the Academy Mafia and feminist groups that are entrenched with BLM. That's the second time they mentioned it. And remember that the goal of the US of A is to continually work towards, and was it great? Make America great again too. And that should be okay to seek improvement. Their stuff was all over the place. Right. And yet the left has managed to portray felons resisting arrest into choir boys. So riots are sanctioned and racism is stirred. If I hear white supremacists one more time, someone is getting punched. This Carol Smith, Walker. That sounds like a threat. That sounds like a threat to me. This person said it's just further proof that you'll never please someone or some group completely when you're on a collision course to fulfill their lust for power. Nothing except the word can erase the pain, hurt inflicted on generations by evil realizations. They're battling evil, not people. Oh, here it is again. Don't forget Black TV channel, BET Stars Encore Black SEBK channel. Wait a minute, timeout, flag on the play. Did this person, and this is the 7th time they mentioned BT. Did this person actually, after putting stars on Encore Black, and then not only put the abbreviation for what would show up, you know how when you go and flipping through the channels and it has the abbreviation there for the channel, they put the abbreviation as well as the channel number that this network is on. That lets me know this person watches it. That's funny. That person right there, you stand out of all the posts. Who is this? This Croc Boy who has a picture of Reagan up there of all people. You win. I could stop right now. Like, you win. You win the thread. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. But you know what? I'm gonna keep going. This is funny. Black only awards and black only TV channel. That's the 8th time they mentioned BET. See what I mean? They're repeating it. That lets you know right there that black people really don't have that much in this establishment. They have to constantly mention BET all the damn time. Black only awards are talking about the BET Awards. Okay. The BET Awards is the only award show that we have. And the Soul Train Awards. And maybe you can throw in the BET Hip Hop Awards and the Image Awards, and everything like that. But you want to know what's so funny? The BET Awards is the only one that gains any traction out of the other ones that I've mentioned. Why is that? Because it's on BET, and BET is owned by who? Viacom, and Viacom is owned by who? PCJ, and is no longer owned by who? Us. So to this Fatima, you can shut the fuck up too. Moving on. Yeah, we should just be quiet and be grateful for the crumbs. So it is some people sprinkled in here who, has some common sense. Look at this one. Thank you. It's got to the point. It's goddamn ridiculous. Jesus, my family lost people and some came home maimed from the last battle between the states. Okay. And you act like you were the only one that lost family members in the war or in a war. And check box on job app favoring their hiring. What? But see, this is the thing. I'm going through this because I want y'all to see the type of people that's on this app, on this platform known as Twitter. It's ridiculous. It says, I love y'all conservatives. Can't wait to say how y'all really feel about black people. Gotta love it. Oh, they're projecting. They're letting you know in this comment section how they feel. Can anyone here say that they are well acquainted with anyone other than at PPFA who believes that black lives don't matter? Oh, let's see. United Negro College. I was waiting for this one. United Negro College Fund. Now, to that bitch that mentioned the NAACP, if you wanted to actually make a point with the with college and everything, that's the one you should have mentioned. Imagine a college fund only for whites and to make clear the exclusion of all other races by adding white or Caucasian to the title. Double standards piss me off. I'm telling y'all, this is just a thread of butthurt. Like, go out to your store and just send these people through a GoFundMe the biggest tub of preparation H you can find. Not to mention the Black Caucus in Congress that ain't do shit for us. The NAACP, they mentioned again, and the Negro College Fund, they mentioned that again. Part of that is, though, that those kind of things are symbolic but have little substance and are often done to cover other issues. This is one that says black sororities and fraternities, black professional groups, and etc. When I was in school, there were non-black people that did pledge. I actually know a couple that did. One for a fraternity and another for a sorority. And one of the one who pledged for a fraternity, he was I think he's Puerto Rican, and the other girl who pledged DST, she is Italian. And no one felt any type of way about them pledging. It just was what it was. They weren't excluding them. Okay. Can't forget movie and TV channels and award ceremonies. So that's again BET movie channel. Okay. And award ceremony, that's BET Awards again. Let's see what else they got. Only systemic racism I see in America is against white people. Of course they would. Let's see. They said by people who say sex and color should not matter. Let's see. Don't forget blacks are approximately 12% of the U.S. I thought we were 13%. They can't even get their fake stats right. The U.S. population and have 1 out of 9 seats on SCOTUS, which is just over 11% representation. Whether Justice Thomas is claimed is another issue. He's not claimed. That's probably the only thing you got right. He's not claimed. We do not claim him. It says there are still sundown towns in America, which is true, in 2020, and you all want to lie and gaslight us. You can tell which ones came from actual black people because of the type of responses that they give, like the one I just read. It says should not have them in the first place. It's only more division, just like shouldn't be all men's or women's colleges either. Another person who can't type. You forgot there it is. BET mentioned, I lost count. You forgot BET and OWN. Well, first off, OWN is primarily owned by Discovery. Oprah doesn't own much of OWN herself. Black channel programming only. Okay. If they say so, no offense, and they spelled the fence wrong because I love Greenleaf. Okay. Oh, the poor things that they're so suppressed. Give me a freaking break. What about sports? Okay. Outside of the NBA, the NFL, Those are the only two sports where black people dominate, and even then it's white people in that as well. And all of the owners are white. Most of the presidents are white. Most of the coaching staff is white. Hell, most of the refs are white. And a black president and a black first lady, and they put Michael. Oh, the disrespect. It says, and don't forget a black president. It says they are even bringing back black and white TVs and black noise to replace white noise, as you can currently see in a peaceful protest too. Like, what? I don't know if that person was being serious or if they were trying to be funny. Let's see. Blackish TV. Why did they say Blackish TV as if that's a whole network? It's just Blackish is a show on ABC that is owned by Disney, that is owned by white people. BAFTA, which is the British, I think it's the British American Film Television Association. I think that's what it stands for. And the list goes on for 11% of the population. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. We lost. They dropped us again. It first was 13%, then 12%. Now we're 11%. And the BAFTA, that's over more so in the UK. So that's not even counting for the people here. It says, why aren't other minorities complaining that they aren't being heard? This is why I'm an All Lives Matter activist, because opportunities exist for all, but BLM Inc. I didn't know that they were incorporated. Matters more. Some things don't require a response. And by that, I'm talking about what that person wrote. This Business Cole. Also, Black Entertainment Company channel, magazines. Again, BET. That is not owned by black people. Well said. All the while we look the other way when it comes to the Native American people. Like, as if y'all give a damn about the Native Americans. Y'all screwed them over too. That's why y'all don't talk about them. And it's easy for you to overlook them. Let me see what else they got. I know I said I wasn't going to go through this, but this is, like I said, this is entertaining to me. And I hope y'all are learning something from this. Well, I know y'all not learning anything, but I want y'all to see what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a bunch of retards. Okay. I didn't want to say that, but it is what it is. I think every ethnic group should have the same. That would make their head spin. Let's see. 2-term black president. Again, they mentioned Barack Obama and many world famous athletes. Okay. Oh my. World famous athletes. That was the best y'all could do. Don't forget lower entrance expectations. Requirements. Basically, they're talking about affirmative action. So they're basically saying we don't get into college on our own merit. And their own networks. All black entertainers. Oh my God. Part of the reason we have a problem are those things they divide us. At this point, I'm just reading. We actually do have a race problem. So all the things you mentioned are indicative of that. It is definitely racist as would be to have an all whites college. Y'all never, Abram Pachevsky, and your last name is a ski. So I'm going to only assume that you're either Russian or PCJ. They do have something called PWIs, and they're really the majority in the nation. And again, like I say, not every HBCU has just black people there. They're just called historically black colleges and universities. See, if they actually did their damn research, they wouldn't put that as a rebuttal. As a matter of fact, everything that they put up here would not have a rebuttal. Like, it is absolutely asinine of the shit I'm reading. But then again, no, it's not. It's not surprising. It's entertaining. Remember, this is entertainment. I still wonder why 87% of the population allows 13% to dictate what everyone must do. Greatest con job ever. And I don't even think they 87%. Let's talk about them global numbers. Only in America can an ethnic group have black awareness. Okay. Black only colleges, black only dating site, black only bar. I've never been to a black only bar in a black only club. I've never accessed a black only dating site. The colleges I've been to, didn't just have black people there. It was mainly black people, but it wasn't only black people. I'm trying to figure out what black holiday are they talking about? Because the only person I know who has a black... Oh, now I know what holiday they talking about. I don't know why it didn't click. They talking about Juneteenth. That's what they talking about. It didn't click to me before, but I get it now. I get it. The day that we just got this year after how many years? It says, maybe they are the problem. Bet no one had the balls to say that I did. Shut up. This is in a black channel on TV. BET again. I don't know how many times BET has been mentioned. Like I said, lost count. It's a lineage problem, not a race problem. And I am sick of it. We are all under the same God. A black president for 8 straight years. They mentioned it again. That's what the meme said I saw a few days ago. Uncanny. Don't forget black TV channels. BET again. Black caucus government. For sure, I'm sick of them. An all black Miss America pageant. See what I mean? They're mentioning the same things over and over again. It's like I'm reading the same tweets more than once, but by different people. Sounds like we have a racial segregation problem. My goodness. Right, been saying that for years. Don't forget the NAACP, Ebony Magazine, BET again. Reverse discrimination. I haven't heard that one in a while. Reverse racism. Good observation, pandering never works. Completely true. And having a black president. Well said. So many of them really hate BET. Exactly. This person was saying so many of them really hate BET. It's funny. I still can't get over that Star's Edge black one. Because that person, like I said, went all the way to mentioning the damn channel number is on. Give an inch, they want a mile. Black is also slimming. What? Don't forget the mistreated millionaires. Basically, I think that was a jab at like LeBron or something like that. Where's my constitution? Don't forget the black president. Spot on. We do that as a problem. Break all, and they put break as in like when you're coming to a stop, not break as in breaking rules. Break all the laws and still remain victims. Makes me sick. We have to have those things because of racism. It says, in a legislative black caucus, BET, again, BET has been mentioned about 100 times. And a host of other black-only organizations, professional societies, institutions. Isn't that the damn truth? Maybe a racketeering awareness month is called for. This one said tweet of the day. Too true, my friend, too true. Self-segregation. Someone mentioned that earlier. This person said, okay, this person, I've seen her before. She's on our side. She says, yep, it is becoming the same in the UK. Someone said it's true, though. On point. This is awesome. Perfectly stated. Affirmative action still a thing. Asking for BLM participants. 8 years they're talking about Obama. Ain't that the truth? Forget BT television there again. Absolutely. And a black only college fund. Rock chalk, whatever the hell that is. That sounds like hillbilly talk. I know, so true, no joke. Rock chalk. What the fuck is a rock chalk? The problem starts and ends with generational welfare. No doubt there is no Jew month. No Japanese American month. Great point. I agree. Why is that? Yes, well done. I wonder why exactly. Thank you. Exactly. It's a culture problem. Not all followed. You put that meme up again. Yes. Don't forget a black president. Let's see. This person says, in a free, equal nation, it is truly insane that white people have to live their lives thinking they're defending and helping blacks become equals, while the blacks' biggest problems is themselves and their reliance on government for which they need none. I hope y'all enjoying this. Black billionaires. I know, right? That's the problem. All black TV programs, again, BET, in movies, commercials, government jobs. If it was about racism, Biden wouldn't get a single black vote. And BET, again, imagine a white entertainment television network and can't please some of them greedy people. BET, again, now we have Black Restaurant Week 2. Don't forget BET. See, are y'all getting this? Are y'all hearing this? This video is a long video. I'm already up almost 35 minutes. You know, I don't usually do long, lengthy videos, but this has got to be said. Talk about, oh, there it is. I haven't heard that one yet. Black privilege. Don't forget affirmative action. The list goes on and on. Don't even get me started on television and radio. Been saying this for years. Don't forget the Congressional Black Caucus and President Barack Obama. Barack O. Hashtag still victims. The race hustle is about power and money, not racism. Exactly. Miss Black America. Smart you. Let us not forget affirmative action. Racism is racism. Don't matter if it comes from a black person or a white person. They're both wrong. Yes, I think we should have a redneck day in beer shit, that could be Halloween. That could be St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo. You know, many days that don't represent you. Not to mention we legit had a black president, many of which whom y'all disrespected. Black president, trailer trash. Oh, look at this one. It says trailer trash Barbie now comes with a Twitter account, unseasoned chicken and raisin potato salad sold separately. And this one says, oh, this person said, because we do, you like so many others choose to ignore this country's history, long history of racial injustice and prejudices. Stop offering platitudes and embrace some real change. Literally have everything you name because of all the evil white beasts. And these are now like more responses from people who come to say, like, look at the ridiculousness that they've left. But that's literally most of the thread. I didn't click on the show more replies part, but that's literally the entire thread right there that I just read. Then, you know, you have your quoted tweets. Now, this one had some people in there. Now, this is my response right here. I don't know what the comments say as of yet, but I'm going to check that out after I'm done. They said, because America continues to try to divorce its capitalist success from chattel slavery, people reply so many tears. Shout out to Black Mix. We actually follow each other on here. I think we follow each other too. It says, what policy has this created to determine better socio-economic outcomes for the former slave class? Answer me that, since you know so much. It says, and it still ain't enough. Where's our reparations, bitch? Exactly. This person just, they basically copy, and I actually read one of the comments. They actually copied what this person said and then inserted black television station. What black television station do we have? BET is a network that is not owned by black people and has not been owned by black people since 2000. It's owned by Viacom. See, this is why you don't argue with these people. You don't. Because look at the ridiculousness that they put out there. This person says true, never be enough, and a black TV channel, BET. The only part she got it right about this is that she called it what it was, and that's a channel. I'd like to know how many government programs there are for black people compared to how many are for white people. I actually did a video about that today, Debbie, on my channel. And most of them are red states, and you probably live in one of those states. It says goes a lot further than that. How about Black Congressional Caucus, Black Entertainment Awards? You got to be black to win Black Miss America, but you can be black to win the real, but you can be black to win the real one. So no discrimination there. BET television, is there white any of these things? This person said no shit, not to mention an Aunt Jemima and an Uncle Ben. Go figure. They think that's a win for us, y'all. They think that is a win. Thank you. Maybe a black only water fountain. You know, at one time it was that, but it was called colored. This person said this post in their comments. I agree. Like, man, only in America. They said exactly right. They're so hashtag oppressed, hashtag BLM, hashtag Black Lives Matter. Black privilege is a real thing in America. It's the real racism. You want to know what's so crazy? As all these comments I've read through so far, I can imagine Coonstress saying every last one of these things. I'm not even exaggerating. Let's see. What else can we do? I mean, seriously, though. For one, defunding police is not safe or smart to do. For two, every black man and woman in America is okay with being called a complete failure to their own families and communities and countries by BLM. Hashtag BLHM. Black lives have mattered. Well, most of the people that's crying for the defunding of police actually aren't even black, quiet as it's kept. Carrie Matheson. Or should I say Matheson, because you look like a meth head. Problem or causes is, let's not forget Black Entertainment Television, again with BET, Ebony Magazine, or the Black Movie Awards. Black Movie Awards? I didn't know there was a Black Movie Awards. Are they talking about the BET Awards? The BET Awards usually is talking about, you know, music for the most part. They only have like 1 or 2 awards for movies. But I didn't know there was a Black Movie Awards. But see, this is showing right here, they keep so many tabs on us that they don't know us as much as they think they do. It's pathetic at the end of the day. This is no shit. They have more freedom than anyone else and still want to cry, like, go figure. I gotta say this person makes a good point. No, the hell they don't. And feel indignant about it. This is absolutely ridiculous. Black channels, they're talking about BET, right, and extra privileges when applying to, they're talking about affirmative action. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton got rich off of that. How the fuck could you, oh, this person said, how the fuck could your white ass know if there's a race problem? You have no color to be judged. Okay. Facts. Right, and promoted by the Democrat Party, BLM, and Antifa. Don't forget BET, again, in their black award system. What? So true. I've often said this in black colleges, and yet all of them scream racism. I need no special consideration to earn my way through life, through the world. Had a tough childhood, born to mentally ill, raised by mentally ill, raised the mom mentally ill. What? Okay. That was, okay. Not to mention a statue of their civil rights leader, they're talking about MLK, and elect a black president and had a black attorney general. There's truth here. Fact. Bingo, you win. The fact that people are actually co-signing this and saying that this person is accurate with what they're saying. This person, for all intents and purposes, could have been trolling their asses and exposed how dumb they are. But I don't think that's the case. I think the person who posted this actually believes what they said. This has the true American in its thread. Oh, I don't think I'm familiar with this one. They believe awareness isn't something that white college isn't something that they have. Holidays for their founding fathers isn't something they have. The nerve to say these things prove there is no racism. That's basically what it boils down to. They're trying to say, oh, y'all had BET, y'all had a black president, y'all had quote unquote affirmative action, quote unquote. We didn't. And that's supposed to mean racism doesn't exist because of those things. And HBCUs and all of that. Black Awareness Month. Black only colleges, where is it Wakanda? Where does this place exist? And it says because we do have a race problem. It says don't forget black magazines, TV shows, award shows, cable television channels, and cruises. Let there be Caucasian things like this. There would be an uproar. The Emmys, Grammys, etc. award white and black entertainers. But at one point, those things only awarded white people. It says good point. So true. Not to mention many mayors, governors, and police chiefs are black. Don't forget man, I can't read another post about BET. It says y'all should read the racist ass replies. I'm just in awe. I don't even know what to say. Oh, what? Well, it's not surprising. What's her name? Ayana. It's not surprising what they say. All you can do is just laugh at their bullshit, because that's what it is. It says, why aren't we screaming this? And it doesn't mention affirmative action and billions in support. Meanwhile, the state of Kentucky does get billions in support every single year, and is mostly a palm-colored state. It says, we don't have a race problem, white versus black. It is black versus black and black versus white. Opportunity has been given to blacks to succeed. Some are using that opportunity. Others continue to expect reparation, which they will not get. So instead, they turn to violence and robberies. Oh my God. Democrats and SPS systemic privilege syndrome. I wonder how long it took for him to come up with that. Because I feel like I lost brain cells just reading that. Amen. Well, losing brain cells reading all of this. Black privilege over white privilege means no privilege, and a racially diverse group of lawmakers, Senate, Congress, federal judges, etc. only country on the planet, yet we are still racist to the core. Notice that, as we do, there's systemic racism against the white male. If you say so. Preach, and I know that's not John Wick. It says, while there are legit problems in race matters, I really agree with this. I mean, what if there was an all-white TV network? I'm only gonna say this one more time. If the network is owned by all white people, then technically you might as well say it is a white network. And they do have mainly a white network. Look at Fox News. It says, and much more BET, Miss Black America, and free. What about the TV show Blackish? Would it work to also have something called Whitish? They've had shows that have been whitish. They just never called it whitish. Friends is definitely one of them. You may have heard of that Monica Ann. It's never ceased to amaze the dumbass white people in this country. America has bent over backwards. Evidently, it's not enough. So true. I always wonder why other races and cultures didn't have their own holiday month colleges as well. Hashtag all lives matter. Hashtag love over hate. Hashtag you are not a victim. You are gullible. Hashtag pray for peace. Hashtag pray for truth. Hashtag MAGA Trump 2020. It's the soft bigotry of low expectations. Imagine thinking because you have an HBCU and BT, there's no race problem. Exactly. Exactly. Plus, preferential hiring for jobs and preferential selection for all schools, along with the hundreds of race-based college scholarships not available to white kids. The more you give, the more they demand. Fed up. Amen. Who is this black guy right here? I don't know if this is an actual black guy or if if this is a white person pretending to be black. But we're just gonna call him a coon for the sake of the video. This is one of the bravest, most truthful tweets I've seen. Retweet Patriots. So, tweeting a blatant lie because it fits with your narrative is brave. Y'all set the bar extremely low. It says, and let's add a black president. Kind of feels like blacks are racist against whites, Hispanic, Asian, and Native American. They isolate themselves from the rest of us and demand threatened us to get more black privileges. I just want y'all to know that with the exception of the black people in this thread, well, with the exception also, and you know, not including that coon up there, these palm colored people are all racist. Every last one of them. And I bet you any amount of money, they will tell you that they have a black friend, or they have biracial children, or they have a black spouse, or that they celebrate MLK, or they've watched Malcolm X, Selma, Django Unchained, Roots. We know they didn't watch Birth of a Nation. Well, at least not the Nate Parker version of it. Probably the D.W. Griffith version of it for sure. They probably say, we watched Gone with the Wind, you know, because they say Mammy was their favorite character. They probably, you know, they may have watched Good Times, The Jeffersons, 227, you know, all the black shows, Fresh Prince, Martin. Well, I don't know about Martin, but Fresh Prince. They'll say all of that and say that they're not racist. But looking at this, they are. They most definitely are. There it is. Don't forget BET. They even have their own network. There it is, BET, Miss Black America. I know stupidity, right? Democrats do the every time they lose. What the hell? You can't even spell. Amen. Boom. Where are the white only schools, networks, towns? Let them segregate, concentrate all the shit in one place. It's funny, when we did have our own thing, y'all bombed it. So something tells me y'all didn't want us to be separate from y'all. Y'all saw the potential of growth. This person says people really don't get it, huh? This is a depriving way they were raised. You know what? I'm done reading. I'm done. All I'm gonna say is this. This is one of the longest videos I've ever done. This video is almost 50 minutes long. I did not realize I was on here that long just reading through bullshit. But I wanted to bring this to y'all attention because this right here was like very, very hard to digest. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? This was but again, I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I am not even remotely pissed that I read this because it's hilarious. It's funny. It's like this person sent out a dog whistle. They didn't put not one hashtag. I don't know how many followers this person has. They probably have more now because they saw this tweet and responded to it. And this was the best they felt they could do. And they got the response that they wanted. And the responses that they got, all of them were ridiculous. Well, with the exception of the black people that came in and actually told it like it was. But I would suggest that they don't try to come in there. Let them have their little fun or whatever. Because they literally live in their own world, their own little bubble of foolishness. To even put something out there like this and think that that what this person said was factual. Like, did y'all keep count of how many times they mentioned BET? I think I saw BET at least 30 times. Then I saw Barack Obama a few times, Miss Black America, They didn't know the difference between a TV station and a TV network. Just ridiculous, but want to claim that they have this high IQ. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video on this note. It's almost 50 minutes long. I cannot believe I was on here for almost an entire hour reading through this. And I told myself I was not going to read through all those comments, but I had to bring it to your attention because that was absolutely ridiculous, but funny at the same time. Like I said, all you can do is just laugh at this. But I want y'all to take this video and share it far and wide. Share this video with everybody you know and just get a good laugh, get a good kick out of this. I almost want this video to go viral, and I never even say I want videos to go viral, but I kind of want this one to go viral because I need people to see that this is supposed to be the model American. This is supposed to be, or as Seiji Hito calls it, the true American. Shout out to him, by the way, for that phrase. This is supposed to be the quote unquote people we're supposed to be modeling ourselves after. And they talk like this. And I mean absolutely none of what came out of their mouth or came onto this platform in the form of a tweet made a lick of sense. None of them had any logic in what they said, with the exception of the black people that was trying to correct them. But like I said to the black people, don't try to correct them. Let them look stupid. Let them be stupid and wallow around in pure ignorance and stupidity.